What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first YouTube video of Janae Speaks. Stay here for all your lifestyle tips, tricks, and everything you need to know about life from your homegirl, Nay. I've literally cracked the code to everything life. Like, I've really cracked the code to it all. So if you want all of my codes, my tips, my tricks, I advise that you subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button right now and hit that push notification bell to see what anytime that I post. The topic for today's video is how to apply to college 101. And if you're wondering how I'm qualified to talk about this, I'm currently a second semester junior at the University of Louisville. I'm studying criminal justice. I hold a 3.8 GPA currently at the university. So I think I'm kind of qualified to talk about this, but I guess you can be the judge from this video. So my first tip when talking about the college process is don't compare yourself to anyone else. This is your specific journey. This is your own journey. No one else is on this journey with you. So keep in mind that you are not somebody else and somebody else is not you, because we all are on different paths in life. That will literally drive you crazy and stress you out enough during the college process. Now let's actually get into the process of actually applying. My first tip is to make a list of all of your non-negotiables. So things that are just like you cannot sacrifice when you're going to college. This can include whether or not you want to live in city life, suburban life, whether or not you want to live in the country, whether or not the food has to be good, whether or not the caf has to be good, whether or not campus is jumping. These are all things that you need to take into account when you're going to campus, because you want to be comfortable and you don't want to have to transfer. Tip number two is to know yourself. Know yourself inside and out. I know a lot of my friends who just could not go away from home. They didn't want to go far from New Jersey, and I have other friends like me who wanted to go far away from home to experience something different and to just learn how to be an adult on their own. So you just need to know yourself and whether or not you think that you have to be close to home, or if you think that you can handle yourself away from home. It's nothing wrong with feeling like you have to stay close to home. Like, homesickness is real. I get homesick. So I definitely think that that's something that you should take into account and investigate yourself before applying to college. Tip 3 is to write down all the regions or states that you think you will want to stay in when you go to college. So for example, I'm applying to law school, so I have my top 4 schools or my top 4 states that I want to move into once I graduate undergrad. So I think that that's important. And once you have those regions, or once you have those states that you think you want to live in, you then work from there and find universities in those specific areas. See what they're about, see what cities they're in, see what the climate is like, all those kind of things. Tip number 4 is going to be research your school. What I mean by this is you want to research the different organizations that your campus may or may not have. You want to see if they have a Black student union, a Latino student union. These are obviously just examples, so don't just see, oh, they have a Black student union. No, you need to do your research and see if they have any organizations that you think that you will be interested in, because it's nothing worse than being stuck at a campus that have nothing to do with your interests and what you like to do and being bored. Also, I recommend that you research the retention rate that your school has. So basically, it's how many students return back to campus after either their first year or first semester. This is always important because it can help you decipher whether or not the campus provides the necessary tools, resources that students need to return back to campus, whether or not that be tutoring, whether or not that be financial aid. So you want to make sure you do your research. Also, see whether or not your GPA or your SATs or whatever 10-hour test that you take fits the school's entrance. So you're just not applying to schools that are out of your reach or like below your reach, basically. So you just want to make sure that you're doing your research for that school. Along with researching your school, one thing I wish I would have done when I was applying to school is that I didn't know my campus had specific colleges from the institutions. So these are grants and scholarships that come from the university and not from like the government, federal aid, or anything like that. And it's important that you do this research because you might have to submit like a scholarship application outside of the college process, and you want to make sure that you're maximizing all money possible that they can be giving you, because you don't want to go to school paying a lot of money out of pocket and you don't want to have to take out a lot of loans. So if you can avoid it, why not do the extra research now so that you don't have to pay for it later? Once you figured out what schools you want to apply to, you want to go ahead and make a list. So in order of importance, or like your top choice all the way down, you want to make a list of schools that you want to attend to. Make sure that you take into account the financial aid. So you need to see the cost of attendance, how much this school usually gives to students, because you want to make sure that you're maximizing all money, but also making sure that the school is also best for you financially, not just like YouTube video. Activities. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Like I said, this is my first video, so I was super nervous. So sorry if I was talking too fast, just the thing that I have to work on. And I hope this video was super helpful for you on how to apply to college. Please subscribe to my channel for more information on life tips and tricks. And feel free to DM me on my Instagram at JonnaeSpeaks to ask any questions that you may have. Bye. See you next time.